We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the set.
If you want the mic. You didn't want this. Check, 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 check. Deuce, 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 deuce. Bang, 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 bang. Check it out, read. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
You're out.
50, check 50. He's checking, he's checking.
Yo, 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 go, go.
They'll run on first down. Little. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 52. Hey, tight, tight. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Man, that's
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one.
To Collins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
From the gun, Rollins. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Ready, ready. Dirty base.
On 1st and 10, Rollins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. At the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
55. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the safety crew.
Look at me. Go, go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
50. There we go. Check 4.
Hard. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 55, Mike. I got it. Check 26, check 26.
Let's go.
Here's Powell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Let's go, baby. 51 on the mark, boy. 51. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Little. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, Sam on.
2nd and 6. Let's get it.
Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Little. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Set. 10 Lobo. Go.
Give me traps. Let's go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
General West.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Hey, orbit. Snap.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch the shit.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike's 50. Check. Hey, Mike 50. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike, go.
Operating from the gun, Rollins. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. 60 or.
Come on. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, it's Little. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, 50's a mic, 50's a mic.
Ready?
From the gun, Rollins, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Now.
Operating from the gun, Rollins. And that's caught by Smith. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You gotta be ready. Hey, foxtrot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rollins. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 50. Son got man.
From the gun, Rollins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll run on 1st down. Little. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line now on 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Let's go.
Now again, right side. It's Little. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down now. It's Little, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Little, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rollins. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Looking to throw. Rollins. It's caught. Smith. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cincinnati.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing on first down. Rollins. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Little. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Push him back. Mike 55.
Hey, Charlie.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 55, Mike 55. Come off the ball,
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, let's get there.
Go.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 55's Mike, guys. 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. It's been a long day for you.
Ready?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up. Jump.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work in the office, doesn't it?
Watch the whip. Check that.
Leo.
Hey, look, 3. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Little. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
2nd and 10. And that's complete. It's Allington. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
36.
Look at me. Go, fight.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hard. 70, Indy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 50. Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50. Hey, watch the leg.
Operating from the gun. Rollins. It's hauled in by Ellington. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Hey, you.
Mike 50. Hey, watch the screen.
Off play action. Rollins going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Mike 50.
On 1st down, Rollins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Hey, box drop. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Rollins. Caught. It's Ellington. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.